I just feel like it's going to be something like that. He's quite an intelligent young boy and will do exceptionally well. I also feel with him that he will end up in a school that will nurture him well. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's something like a private school or something of that nature.
My husband wants to send him to St. Bart's in the UK, which is where he went.
What's the name of the school?
St. Bart's, I think. St. Bernard. I can't. St. Bart's.
St.
Bernard.
St. Bart.
Yeah. It's a boarding school in England. My husband's from Burgess Hill in the UK.
I was going to be cheeky and say, well, that's why he's so intelligent.
That's kind of what my husband said. He was like, oh, we have to get him a British education.
Yeah. But the British education is quite renowned. But I just know that he's going to end up going to a fantastic school. But sadly, we've run out of time, and but I just want to let you know that he is going to be exceptional in this world. So lucky you to have this wonderful son. And thank you very much, Christelle, for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. So we have Stephanie in Dallas, Texas. Are you there, Stephanie?
I am here.
Hello, and welcome to the show, A1R Psychic Radio. Now, do you, I'm a medium and I can connect to loved ones, or I can look at, give you guidance from my guides. Is there a particular way that you'd like me to work?
I am more so, I'm just in a transitional phase in my life right now, in an internal spiritual aspect, and I just don't know what this is about or the type of level the universe is trying to take me to. Like, it's really out of my comfort zone, and I'm confused.
Yes, yeah, I can understand that, because I know firsthand that when the spirit world decide they're coming to get you, they give you all sorts of stuff all the sort of time. Now, I'm having loads of things flashing in my clairvoyance, and I just need to decipher them. I saw a teacup, teacup readings. I saw. I'm seeing signs, like you must be seeing signs everywhere, like the writing up somewhere. Because I know that that's going to be significant with you, and that's one of the ways that they're trying to get to you. I'm also being told that you are hearing things as well. So they are activating your clairaudience, and I'm being told that that's only going to. And I'm a clairaudient medium, so that's I hear the words as they're coming through. And that's only going to get stronger with you. You're going to become more and more clairaudient. I feel so that makes sense to you, does it, Stephanie?
Yes, it makes sense. And then when I meditate, or if I'm up in prayer, like my hands and my arms, like they have funny movements and stuff, and they just start doing weird things on their own. And I'm like, what is this? What am I doing? I don't understand. Like, during the process, though, it feels very rejuvenated. My mind is in a whole different place when I get out of that level, out of that state. Yeah. But when I come back, down, my energy is like balanced. I go back and think about it, and like, what was I just doing?
It sounds like you're actually getting into an altered state. And when you go into an altered state, you're moving from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. And that's how you access spirit. And sometimes when you go sort of deep in a meditative state or in prayer, like you're describing, you can get a sort of shaky arm, because that used to happen to me. But as you become more experienced with mediumship, and you get used to sort of the energies that spirit work with, then you won't get that shakiness that you're talking about.
Yeah, so like now that you're talking, I have flashes in my eyes, like it just keeps coming and going, like it'll take me to a picture of something and then it'll go away, but I can still hear what you're saying at the same time.
Yes, yeah, and that's your clairvoyance. So they're activating that.
Wow.
What you need to do is you need to get to a local spiritualist church, and you need to sort of start sort of opening up and sitting in class, because I always liken developing mediums or mediums that have got, like with you've got all the raw materials, and it's almost like you need the tutoring. So it's a bit like you may be good at music, but unless you go to music school, you're not going to be any good. Or you may be, have a natural flair for art, but unless you go to art school, you're not going to be any good. And sort of mediumship is just the same. You need to sit in circle. You need to learn to open up and close down. You need to, learn all about the different faculties, the hearing, the seeing, and the sensing. And these, and with practice, you will only get better. I'm being told that your mediumship has come from your mother's side of the family. So there must be somebody in your mother's side of the family that had sort of like instincts. The trouble is that a lot of people in previous times would cover these things up, and they wouldn't go, wouldn't be public because of, religion or such like. But I do feel that I'm linking in with your mum's side of the family.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Well, it kind of a little bit, because as I'm going in through the DNA process, there is some things that I've noticed, like only my mother's side of the family has.
Yes.
Like we're Native American. I've seen that in a dream. Like it was just like a big red flowers, and I just seen this Native American in this native suit playing the little, I don't know the proper name for it. I guess that's some information that I need to do upon myself.
Is it just your mother's side of the family?
Witch magic and stuff, don't they?
Is it just your mother's side of the family that's Native American, or is it both?
It might be both.
Okay. But I just feel very strongly drawn to your mother's side of the family that have this sort of connection. And Native Americans often appear as guides. I know it sounds like a bit of a cliche, but how many people who are mediums say, I've got a Native American working with me? And the reason being is because they were so incredibly spiritual. They were amazing, amazing people. And I know that, but I can feel that your awareness. And I feel also that you've been sensing things before they're going to happen. So in other words, you've had some premonitions as well. I'm sensing around you.
Yes, and it's like, and they're getting more and more intense. And like, I've been on social media, and then when it comes across, like after, I say it before it happens, and then when it happens, and someone in my family sees that what I said came true, it's like, but then they paint me out to be the bad guy, like, oh, she's crazy. They just think the most crazy.